Hello everyone, it's Andy from Let Your Petrolhead. Something that often comes up when they're talking about the longer distance drives. Let's put aside the quick journeys, going to work, dropping the kids off at school, etc. Let's talk about the long journeys. And something that puts people off is they say, right, I've got an 8-hour journey to just south of Paris or up into Scotland or however. I don't want to make that a 10 or 11 or a 12-hour journey because I'm waiting for charging. And for most situations, there's, especially with the newer EVs that can do well over 200 miles to a charge, that have some kind of rapid charging, it really isn't like that. And there's a few other benefits here. So the number one benefit, especially true if you have children, is you'll want to stop, whether it's to go to the loo, to get a drink, something to eat, whatever. You'll want to stop before that. So before the car does, that is. So if you're going to stop anyway and your car's sat in a car park, why not spend 30 seconds on ZapMap, or go onto the the Tesla SatNav in the car and find superchargers on your route and build your brakes around a charger. Now, this isn't an inconvenience thing. This is actually a very convenient thing, because then your car's charging whilst you're doing something else. And this is the ethos that Kate and I live by when it comes to electric cars. We do not want to be sat in the car. Yes, we can watch Netflix and stuff if we're in the Tesla, but ignore that. We don't want to be sat in the car doing nothing. We would rather be doing something productive or interesting, or as simple as just having lunch. So this whole concept of an electric car journey just takes so much longer because of charging. It isn't drive and then charge and then drive, because the charging time you can be doing something else, which you would have been doing anyway. So instead of pulling into BP and chucking 80 quid of fuel in your car and then parking up and then going off to have lunch, you park at a charger, you plug it in, and all the time you're doing something else, you're charging. So you get your charge, and often you'll get a notification on your phone say car is ready, and you won't be ready. So you have to quickly run back and move your car. So it's a completely non-issue. And so take all that into account. There's also this reality that stopping every, say, 2 or 3 hours for half an hour makes a long journey a lot more enjoyable. I'm talking from my own experience here, but this is experience that pretty much everyone else agrees with. This isn't some sort of pride thing. Oh, I can do 6 hours without stopping, because one, it's not really safe. Like, I would not want to be a passenger in a car where the driver has been going for 6 hours, wired up on caffeine or something. That's just not healthy. It's not enjoyable, and it's not safe. So, I'm sure someone's going to comment below and say I'm a loser, that I want to have a stop every 2 or 3 hours. But it makes for a more enjoyable road trip. You can do 350, 400 miles quite enjoyably, whereas if you try to do that in, say, just 1 or 2 legs, you get to the destination be absolutely exhausted. So I personally enjoy my long road trips more in an electric car, even taking into account the fact that I've got to plan stops around charging. And I've done certain trips, for example, as you probably see from my channel at the moment, as well, Disney content. I've done sort of Buckinghamshire to Disneyland via the tunnel in a diesel car and in the Tesla. And it's so much more enjoyable in the Tesla. And in a lot of ways, you actually end up planning a more interesting route, because if you know you've got to stop for half an hour, do you go to the most boring motorway service station with nothing to do there and just stand around waiting, eating a rubbish sandwich? Or do you go, oh, actually, just off the beaten track, there's a charger and it's next to a supermarket with 3 or 4 restaurants, or it's yes, it's at a motorway service station, but behind there is a nature reserve, and you can go and have a walk around. You can see the fish in the lake, you can climb a tower, and you can see some amazing views. So if you just spend a few minutes on these road trips planning what you can do, you'll open your eyes to a lot of better situations. And I really do see it as a positive. So I hope this video resonates and it makes some people sort of think twice about maybe their next road trip. You know, go on to ZapMap or Tesla.com and start looking at where the chargers are and come up with some ideas. So yeah, don't be put off long distance journeys. In a way, it's, well, for starters, a lot cheaper and obviously better for the environment. But in a lot of ways, they're more enjoyable, even if they are on paper longer, because you'll actually enjoy your journey a lot more. You'll get to your destination even more refreshed. So yeah, something to think about. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. I've got a real mix of EV content. I hope you're enjoying it. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.